Good morning, grade one. How are you today? Today we start with the third lesson in term 4, and it's called Going to School Long Ago. Do you know that in the past, people taught their kids at home? Yeah, they didn't have many schools like the schools that we have nowadays. And after a while, they started to build what we call one-room schoolhouses. It was a very small school that it had one class, and we can find students of all ages. They were learning together. So people taught their kids at home, but after this, they built one-room schoolhouses. Again, people built one-room schoolhouses. I want you to look at the difference between schools in the past and schools nowadays. What did they have and what do we have nowadays that they didn't have in the past? Of course, there's a big difference between present and past. Nowadays, we have PCs in our classes, we have smartboard, we have different colors, pencils, crayons, but look at this picture. This is one room schoolhouse. The class was so small. We didn't have the same desks that we have nowadays. They don't have even whiteboards or notebooks or colors, pencils, erasers, sharpeners. They didn't have many things, but they were learning. Okay, so in the past, people taught their kids at their home. After a while, they started to build one-room schoolhouses. In the past, people used the different tools to learn. They were using feather, ink, and this is called slates. They used these tools for writing. Okay, so they used feather, ink, and slates. So in the past, people used different tools to learn. They used feather, they used ink, and they used slates. But look at the tools that we are using nowadays. We are using pencils, pens, erasers, notebooks, files, sharpener. We have different tools, and we are so lucky because we didn't learn or we were not alive in the past because these tools were so hard. But subhanAllah, they got used to use it in the past. So what did they use in the past? They used feather, ink, and slates, plus the difference between the tools that they were using in the past and the tools that we are using nowadays, that they are totally different. Nowadays, we have many things like this is like a sample of what we are using nowadays: notebooks, sharpeners, erasers, colors, crayons, pencils, glue, stapler, many things. Okay, so why do we come to school? We come to school to learn. So what do we learn? We learn math, English, science, social, art, Arabic. So what is this called? It's called education. What is the meaning of education? Education means all things people learn: math, history, and reading. So what is the meaning of education? Education, all things people learn: math, history, and reading. So we are coming to school for education, for learning. Okay, again, I want you to repeat the meaning of education after me. Education, all things people learn: math, history, and reading. Again, history here is like social studies, okay? So, education, all things people learn: math, history, and reading. Please remember that people taught their kids at home in the past. After this, we had one-room schoolhouses. They used the feather, ink, and slates for writing and for learning. Look at the tools that we are using nowadays. Of course, you know what we are using and what do we have nowadays. Why do we go to school? For learning or for education? What's the meaning of education? All things people learn: math, history, and reading. Again, education, all things people learn: math, history, and reading. Thank you so much. I wish that you understood this lesson very well. Happy vacation and see you later. Bye bye.